That day, my son just waved out the window, and two white cops gunned him down without reason. They searched for the car after, found no weapons, only his license and his fresh college acceptance letter. The cops panicked for a second, but instead of admitting their mistake, they did what they always do. Slapped handcuffs on my son, planted an unregistered gun next to him, and staged it to look like he attacked them first. I later learned this was their routine cover-up. I only heard about James's death after it was done. When I saw him lying on that bed, my whole world shattered. I locked myself in the bathroom and cried all night. Next morning, the police released their statement. They claimed James was armed and resisted arrest, shot dead on the spot, but I knew that was a lie. I knew my son better than anyone. He would never do something like that. I went to confront those two cops, told them to apologize to James.
You can't even bring yourself to apologize.
I don't apologize for doing my job.
You don't realize that kid you killed, he has a father with resources. A father who's gonna use every single resource he has to make sure you never forget the day you pulled that trigger.
Like I said, I don't apologize for doing my job.
My wife couldn't hold it anymore. She slapped one of them across the face, but the cop just sneered at us. The next day, I used my connections to reach the mayor. I hoped for a private talk, but it turned into a staged meeting. Still, I begged him to reopen James's case.
I'll speak plainly. As an institution, we have to trust our officers unless we find evidence to the contrary. You've seen the defense lawyers attack them in court. If we lose that deference, then every slick lawyer in the country will be walking shysters down the street.
As compensation, he offered me the maximum payout allowed, but only if I let the matter drop. I refused without hesitation. Back home, I reached out to a cop I once helped, asked him to look for evidence. He snuck into the archives and, sure enough, found a lead. The files showed those same two cops 3 years ago shot another boy claiming armed resistance, and the planted gun back then was the exact same one they put beside James. I followed the address in the file, met that boy's father. At first, he thought I was there to stir trouble.
Hey, fellas, is there a problem?
But when I showed James's photo and told him my story, I begged him to join me in suing the city. He told me something even harder to accept.
Okay, check it. House come up, we live by code. You take mine, I take yours. You never snitch on your homies. Police play by those same rules. You shoot a cop, you're lucky to make it out alive. So you say you're a judge, right?
Yes, sir.
How many times you see a regular kid with a complaint against a cop? How many times the cop snitch on another cop? And still around to tell.
I walked away broken. But the next day I saw the news. The city called James a criminal. Said he fled with a gun and fought police. That headline burned me alive.